Come to the saltwater today. This is the Loxahatchee River, close to the ocean, so it's saltwater. I'm at Jonathan Dickenson Park. I was here a couple of weeks ago, caught a couple of jacks and some other fish. I don't know what's here today. We're at low tide right now. It's already a little bit breezy, but we'll manage. Fish until about 3 or 3:30 this afternoon. I have to go home as Debbie's brother and family, Stefan and his family, are coming to visit tonight for supper. So we'll do some more video if I've got something worth capturing. Well, I said I'd turn the camera on if I got something worth capturing, so here I am with a jack. Ooh, here he is. Oh, about a pound or so. They fight pretty hard though. Just trolling along here with this gulp shrimp bait. And he hit pretty hard. Alright, let me get him off the... I went around some mangrove islands, not too far from the main channel. Did catch another jack, a little smaller than the first. Had a couple of bites along the way every now and then. And there's a school of jacks, I think that's what they are, out in the river here. Every now and then they come up and churn the surface. I try to get over to them and throw in their midst and hope they'll take my bait, but so far I haven't been able to get them to bite. I'm going to get out to the end of this last island here and then make a turn and come back and go back towards the launch. Kind of exposed to the wind here, and a stretch of about a mile either side of the boat launch that I'm working, mostly just by trolling with the rod and there's a blue heron off, trolling with this gulp shrimp on a jig head. Mostly it seems to be jacks out here, but I'm glad to catch them. Well, right after I turned the camera off, I had what I thought was a snag, but I made a turn to go back and get it, and then it started to move. So another jack in the 1 to 1.5 pound class here. They do fight hard, and since I'm going to throw them back anyway, I don't care that they don't have a lot of prestige. They're fun to catch. Well, it's about 1 o'clock, and I'm slowly heading in the general direction of the boat ramp. Caught 3 small jacks so far this morning. Maybe I'll catch a couple more. Osprey nest up there. Lots of ospreys. It's part of Loxahatchee. There's one sitting up there right on the roost. Cheep, 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 cheep. Yep. Must be a lot of fish for them to eat here. I see quite a few of them. Well, another jack. This one's going to be the biggest one of the day. So far, anyway. We will see. I haven't gotten a good glimpse at him yet. He's probably 3 or 4 pounds. He's down under the water there. They're very, very strong. Broad bodies and big tails. Let's see if I can get him up a little bit. I'm going to have to stop this to reel in some. It's almost 2:30. It's gotten a little slow in the past hour or so. I haven't had a bite since that last 3 or 4 pound jack. I think I'm going to turn around up ahead here and start heading back towards the boat ramp. Plan to get there about 3:30. I hope the fishing improves between now and then. It's not been a bad day, but a couple more would make it even better. The wind's been sort of variable, depending on where I am amongst all these mangrove groves along the shoreline. I thought the tide would have turned by now. It's been low since I got here, and you may be able to see up along the shoreline those mangroves, the roots are still well out of the water. That's the way they were 4 or 5 hours ago. I really thought the tide would have turned by now, and maybe that would have picked the fishing up, but so far it hasn't happened. I think I'm going to make a big turn now and head back towards the boat ramp. See what happens between now and... Well, it's a little early, but the fishing has kind of come to a stop at the moment, and I thought I would just head back in as soon as this guy clears the boat ramp there. Something just poked its head above the water here a couple of minutes ago. I think it's a manatee. Pretty big, whatever it is. Big enough to be a manatee. I don't know if it's gonna show up again. There's something in the water over there. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Sometimes they will surface. I don't want them to surface directly underneath the boat, but he's right there. He comes up again. I'll see if I can get it.